Okay.
Do you
Okay.
see it? That's
Okay.
it. Okay, perfect. Then, and also, for Becky, who cannot come live, so she can do the recording later. So I have a chair and I have 2 small weights that I'm going to use today.
Okay.
So if you want to use them, it's not a must, but
Okay. Let me go
kind
get my
of
chair.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go get a chair. Hang on.
Mhm. Perfect. So we're going to use the chair for the second movement. Okay, and just come to standing, Peggy.
Okay, I got to figure out how to do this. Where to put my.
Yeah.
my
So you can see me properly. On the place?
Okay.
Perfect. Good. So we start standing, and the idea for today is what we're strengthening is the inner legs and the glutes. So because to protect the knees and for the hips, and so we walking and any kind of movement related, especially knee issues, can really be, can be helpful with. So what we're going to do first is just shift your weight to one leg, and we just do a few leg circles just to warm up a little bit. And then go the other way, circle the other way. And we repeat the movements. Each movement is a minute, or each repetition is a minute, and we do it 3 times. And then set your foot slowly down, shift your way to the other side, lift up, and circle. Waking the hip joint up a little bit. And then go the other way. One more time. And then slowly set the foot down. And then do some shoulder circles. Oh, feel those stubborn shoulders that may be a little tight after sleeping. And go the other way. Nice big circles. And let's just relax the shoulders down. Just let's squeeze them up once and down. Good. For the first movement, we're already going to use the weights. And I have 3-pound weights. So see whatever works for you. And I'm going to explain the movement first. So you come into a little bit more wide-legged stand. You turn your toes out, not completely. When you think about, maybe even less than 45, and just a little outward rotation. And then you bring your arms in a candle holder position. Good. And we bring the knees down and we push the arms up, and then you can come down. And we're going to do this for 1 minute. And I give you a few little clues to think about, and we'll be taking a break. And I like to inhale and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Make sure your shoulder blades stay on your back. Make sure you have the weight a little bit more on the outside of your foot, especially when you bend the knees. And make sure you squeeze your glutes when you come up. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes to come up. If the weights are getting too much, you always can let go of the weights. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Inhale up, bend the knees. Exhale, bend the elbows, straighten the legs. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then come all the way down. Turn your toes pointing forward and come into a forward fold. Just relax here. Your toes are pointing forward now. Let your head hang. Catch your breath. And move the shoulders a little. And then engage your core. Come all the way up. And let's do a second round. Turn your toes back out.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, get lighter weights. Sometimes it can be even as simple as 2 water bottles or the blocks. I
Not a
have
strong
used,
breath.
yes, yeah, I have used the blocks before. So we're starting in our candle holder position, and then we bend the knees and we push up, and we come down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the glutes to come up. Inhale, squeeze the glutes to come up. In, squeeze to come up. Breath is inhale up, exhale down. And really make sure you have the weight on the outer edges of your feet, especially when you bend the knees. So when you think about flashlights on your kneecaps, they are pointing over your second toe. Inhale. Exhale. Only a minute. Inhale. Open a little stretch and come down with the arms. Here we go. This is the minute. We did it. Turn your
Yeah.
feet, turn your toes forward and slowly come into your wide-legged forward fold. And just let yourself hang here. Give your arms a break. You can hold on to opposite elbows. Getting ready for the last round.
Hang on, I gotta go let my dog in. She wants to come in. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Let's get the last round going. Turn your toes out. The weights in your hands. Starting with candle holder position. And you go up and down. I'm going to take care of the time. Inhale. And maybe we're warmed up a little bit, but we also maybe a little tired, but maybe you can go a little deeper with your hips in between your legs. Arms go up, hips go down, and come up. Arms go up, hips come down. Squeeze your glutes, come up. Arms up, hips down. Squeeze the glutes, come up. Ooh, I'm feeling I get a little tired. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Good. Yeah, it's kind of, you think the weights are light, but when
I
you
know. I
lift
have the
them over,
lightest weights on it.
when you lift them overhead, this is really a lot. Good. Reach up with all the other weights, really reaching up the arms. You can even make fists. When you bring the arms up, make fists to have more strength. Good. And we did it. Turn the toes forward, finish the first round, and come into your forward fold. Whew. And I opened the window a little bit already in my room because
I know. Window too.
I got hot. Just come in your forward fold. Your toes are pointing forward. Hold onto opposite elbows. Maybe even shake your head a little bit. Now we're coming into an exercise. Pull your belly in, come up. That literally targets the glute. So, and I like to, you can use a wall. I like to use a chair because I find it a little easier to hold onto the back of the chair. So you're going to face the back of the chair towards you. Put it on your yoga mat. And the exercise has the very funny name called donkey kicks. So what we're going to do, and I'm taking the timer right here in front of me. So we have leaning a little bit forward into the chair, and we just simply kick the leg up and kick the leg up. So you slowly kick the leg up like you're a kicking donkey. And you lean a little bit forward, using the chair as extra support. Just alternating legs for this first round. Kicking up. And I think about the foot goes up. I'm kicking my foot up. And you can have the leg a little bit more straight and kick up, or you can have the knee a little bit more bent. And you may feel your glute muscles really, hopefully, firing up here. Kicking up and down. Ooh, you may feel one glute more. I definitely can feel my right side is a little weaker. So this is also normal that we feel one side a little bit more. And relax. Let's take a few shoulder rolls in between for a break. So this really, whenever we lift the leg, and just one little thing for you just to know, our glute muscle brings the leg back, but it also brings the leg out. So when you're kicking back, you don't focus about going straight back. When we kick back, the natural movement is also a little bit rotation out. So the hip opens a little bit. Then you have your glute muscle firing on max capacity. And normally, if you don't think about it, your body does it naturally. Yes, exactly like this. Good. Yes. Now what we're doing 2 kicks on one side and then going to the other leg. Okay? So you come into your chair and you start with the right leg. You kick up, tip, kick up, down. Left up, kick, up, down. Right up, tip, up, down. Left up, tip, up, down. And why do we need this stubborn glute muscle? Because it helps us to keep a nice upright posture. It protects the hips. So our hip muscle doesn't have to do the extra mile, the overwork. Yeah. We tap, tap, kick, down. We kick, tap, kick, down. We kick, tap, kick, down. We kick, tap, kick, down. We kick. Ooh, give it a break. Yes. Then bring your legs a little wider and just do some hip circles. And I would suggest, Jackie, try next time and go the other way, leaning a little bit more forward. So it makes it easier to kick the leg back when you have, not being too upright, when you be a little bit more, not in a half forward fold, but closer to a half forward fold. Good. And shake it off. Good. Ready for the next round? Let's do our third round. You hold onto the chair, you step back, and you see a little bit kind of halfway in between forward fold and standing upright. Okay, you maybe had to get the idea. Now we're doing 3 times. So we're starting with the right leg, and we kick, tap, kick, tap, kick, down. 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 If you need a break, you take a break. You hopefully feel this big muscle on your back. Kick, tap, kick, tap. And a minute feels like forever. Kick, down, kick, tap, kick, tap, kick, down. And go alternating legs, just one leg and the other leg. One more time. One leg and the other leg. And then we're just turning the chair around. And just come into a forward fold, placing your forearms on the chair and rest here for a moment. Also feel how this whole glute area now feels nice and warm. But we're also giving it a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of opening now. Also brought the heart rate maybe up a little bit. Take one more breath here. And then we come up, placing the chair to the side. And now we're coming to this inside muscle of the leg. So slowly find out your way on the floor. Laying down now. Purposefully, the last pose. Wait, I have to close my window now. It's getting too cold.
I know, I'm gonna open up the window. I'm hot. Hang on.
And then let me know when you're on the yoga mat. And you just line your mat with your legs bent.
You're not using the chair, right?
No, I'm not using the chair. You can push the chair away. I'm just going to turn it around. Good. It's just nice to be on the floor. I'm going to straighten the right leg. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Flex your foot like you're standing on your right foot. And now bring this, like when you think about your, sorry, I turned my timer by mistake. When you think about your toes pointing up to 12, turn your toes, your whole leg, so your toes are kind of pointing towards 2 o'clock. So you can feel your leg is in a little bit of an external rotation. And it's important you to stay with your leg in this external rotation, because if we're not externally rotating the leg, we're losing the muscle. Second thing you want to be aware of in this exercise, when you lift your leg up, only bring your leg up until your upper legs are parallel to each other. You don't want to throw the leg higher up. You can have it a little lower down, but maximal to the upper legs parallel. And that's the simple movement we're doing. Leg is externally rotated, activate a push through your heel, and you lift the leg up and down, up and down. And remember the leg, don't want to throw the leg up. You slowly guide your leg up and down. You stay in this external rotation, lengthening through the heel.
Wow, that really works my thigh muscle. Oh.
Can you feel it? Yes.
Yes.
Make sure you're not arching your lower back. Keep your core slightly active. I like to place my hands on my belly as a reminder to pull my core muscles a little bit away from my hands.
Oof.
When you need a break, take a break. Here we go. That's the minute. Ooh. Shake your leg off. And we're alternating legs. So we're giving the right leg a break now. And you're going to straighten your left leg. And it might be different from side to side. First, flex your foot. Toes point up to the ceiling. Now externally rotate the leg. Reach through your heel and start to lift and lower. Hands on your belly as a reminder to pull the core muscles away from your hands. And we tend to have always a weaker side. Remember, you guide the leg slowly up and down. You're not going higher than the right upper leg. This is your max.
Oh.
Because when you throw your leg higher, you're losing this inner leg muscle.
Yeah, it does make a difference too. It's easier when it's higher.
It's easier, yes. Because you're using more of the bigger muscles. And we really want to go on the inner leg because those muscles tend to be weaker. And We want to create balance, because if we have balance in the inner and outside of the leg, this also creates balance in our hips. Relax. And we're doing some windshield before we do the next round. Just do some windshield wiper movements. Let your legs go to the right and left. Just windshield wipering the legs. 3 times in total. You can do the whole series as a repetition. You can say, I'm going to do 1 exercise a day and do the series that way. Good. Now, straighten the right leg. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Externally rotate. Hands on your core. Slowly start to lift and lower. You're reaching, lengthening through your heel. And when you maybe look from the outside, you think that movement, that exercise doesn't look like a lot, but you can feel the muscles working.
Yeah, it's Burger Hill.
And you can always take a break to catch your breath and return. Just, I always like to work on my own. When we're doing this here together, I'm having a timer set for 1 minute. But at home, or when I do it at home, sometimes I work until I feel my muscle gets tired.
Right.
Then I do 1 repetition and then take a break. And that might mean you start with 4 leg lifts and you work slowly up, reaching through the heel. Ooh, here's the minute. Oh, my leg is happy too. This was one of the hardest things when I started with this somatic strength. Bring your right leg in, bring your left leg out. This was one of the hardest movements for me because I had really weak inner leg muscles, and this really helped. Okay, left leg is straight. Toes point up towards the ceiling. We start with externally rotating the leg, and we start to lift the leg up and down. Hands are on your belly as a reminder that you're pulling the core away from your hands, keeping the core stable, lengthening through your heel. Remember, maybe you can do 6 on this side, maybe it's only 3. If you feel there's a little bit of shaking, it's okay. Make sure you're still maintaining a controlled movement. Still slowly lifting and lowering the legs, still maintaining the external rotation.
Oof, ouch. Yeah, my external and internal leg muscles are so weak.
Yeah, this is a really good thing to do. I'm just gonna go and finish the 1 minute. You can always come to the windshield wiper legs, Peggy, if you had enough. And now we do this together. Arms are out by your side, and we windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Do 1 more time each side. And I hate to break it to you, we have 1 more repetition.
All right. Now I need to do these. These are good for me.
Yes. Okay, we can do it. Straighten the right leg. Let's power through it together. Good. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Externally rotate your right leg and slowly lift and lower the leg. Keep your core muscles really important. You want to stabilize the core. So we're not working on adding the lower back into the movement. Really getting into those inner legs. And sometimes people say, I don't feel it in my inner legs. You may feel it more in your groin. Or maybe.
I feel on my outer, like my outer.
Yeah, because the whole leg, of course, works together. So what I say, if you're not feeling it in the muscle itself, doesn't mean you're not working the muscle. Really keep on having this leg externally rotated, reaching through the heel. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Make sure you're maintaining a steady breath. Relax your leg. Or shake it off. Getting ready for the other side. Right leg bends, left leg straightens. Toes start with pointing up towards the ceiling. Externally rotating the leg, hands on the belly, slow and mindfully. Last round, lifting and lower the leg. And if at any point at all, you have, if you would say you do horseback riding, people who do horseback riding, they tend to have really strong inner legs.
Yeah.
So this might be pretty easy for them. So there is always an option to add weights, but I don't need any weights
I don't need any weights for this
in
one.
my body for this. So the weight of my leg itself is more than enough. But there is an option, because there are those little weights you can loop around your ankles. But keep on reaching through your heel. Keep the leg in an external rotation. Remember, the max range you're going is until the upper legs are parallel. Keep your breath steady. Hands on your belly as a reminder that we're not softening the core, but also not harshly pulling it in. And that's it. Straighten your leg, straighten both legs. Notice how you feel now.
Oh,
Maybe a little bit more awake.
yes.
Good. And we finish with another round of windshield wiper legs. Place your legs, bend your legs, place your feet on the floor, and just let your legs drop to one side, center, and to the other side. Come to the center and to the other side. One more time, alternating sides. Let's do one more time to each side. And we're starting today with a few cat and cows. So when you're ready, roll over the side of your choice. You come up onto your hands and knees. And you round and arch your spine just a few times. And then come back into all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and push your hips back just into one down dog. Reach your heels back, push from your hands up and then slowly walk towards your hands. Come up to stand. I'm going to pause the recording. And remember, at any time,